Like so many of us who started up in car audio in the 90s and 2000s, certain brands just bring back memories and goosebumps every time we start talking about them. Today's feature brand is Orion Car Audio, and we're talking about it in the Jeeps and truck space. There's a brand new energy here, and we've got their product expert, Edgar Cedeno, joining us to tell us all this incredible stuff that's happening at Orion. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Orion Car Audio for Jeeps and trucks. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and we are talking about an OG brand today. We're talking Orion, but in the Jeeps and trucks categories. Now, these guys have absolutely breathed some incredible new life into this brand. You know, there's a lot of history here. We're going to get into it, and we're going to talk specifically about some of the products you might not even be aware of that Orion has been hard at work outputting for this market. Now, Edgar, thank you and welcome to the show. What can we expect to cover on today's episode?
Hi, Ben. Good to see you again, my friend. Of course, as of today's features, Jeeps and Truck, we have so many new products that we want to bring to our customers, and I have them right here in front of me, and I can't wait to talk to you and tell you all about it.
Oh man, I can't wait to get into the goodies. But first, we're going to offer an opportunity for our partner SiriusXM to remind you dealers out there why this is such a great add-on sale. And when we come back, we've got Edgar Cedeno from Orion. We're talking Jeeps and trucks. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. As mentioned, we're talking Orion for Jeeps and trucks. Now, Edgar, you've got a whole bunch of goodies in front of you. And as I mentioned, there's so much energy being, thrown into this brand. So before we get into the product, give us a little update. What's been going on at Orion and what's happening?
Hey, Ben, of course, my friend. Listen, at Orion Car Audio, we are keeping busy making sure that we bring the best quality products that we can to our customers out there, okay? I can't tell you, there's so many things that I can tell you about what's going on in Orion. We will have to spend many days talking about it, okay? But I want to make sure that I can give you right now. Yes, I want to tell you about the three big products that we have to offer our guys at Jeeps and Trucks, okay? That they can go right into it and it will fit perfectly to it. And that is what I'm excited about. I can't wait to tell you about these three little babies.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about this one because, like everybody else, Orion's got a little place in my heart. So let's get into it, Edgar. I see you've got three products. Let's start with some speakers. I think that's a very popular category to get some upgraded sound in your Jeep or truck. I imagine we're talking about a 6.5 because that's kind of like the size that fits kind of everywhere. I'm going to let you get into it. I can see we're talking about the XTR series, those legendary three letters. Talk to us a little bit about this XTR 654 Neo.
Well, you said it, Ben, of course. And this is the first one that I wanted to tell you about it, okay? It looks like your regular 6.5 speaker, but it's actually a 6.5 mid-range, okay? Full range mid-range speakers, okay, that you can use in your bar, or you can even with an adapter fit it in the front of your Jeep, okay? And in your trucks, guys, you can fit it anywhere of your doors, okay? Doesn't matter because, like I said, they are slim. It's a neodymium magnet, okay? It's actually 300 RMS, my friend. There's nothing else louder out there you can put in your doors, in your trucks or Jeep, okay? That can give you this performance, okay? It is, like I mentioned, a full range speaker, so it will be able to play any kind of music you like, okay, and make sure that it has the reliability. And the name standing behind it, that is Orion Car Audio. Remember, XTR 654 NEO, that stands for neodymium, as everybody else knows. Okay, look it up. See the performance on the reviews. You can find about it out there right now on the internet, or you can just go to a website and see the great performance it can give you. Remember, guys, XTR 654 Neo, it will fit anywhere in your Jeeps or trucks.
So I want to dive a little bit deeper into that speaker in particular. So you mentioned it was a mid-range, full-range driver. So I noticed the really unique design on the cast basket. Of course, it's a neodymium magnet, so it's going to be a lot of power, small package. Talk to us about the fitment. You know, in Jeeps, a lot of people like upgrading the speakers up top. And the other thing I want to know is you're talking about that this thing is going to be really loud. What can we expect from a efficiency standpoint? Do we need a lot of power?
Ben, glad that you mentioned it, my friend. As you can see, Orion, it's going all out when it comes to their products. And when we mention quality and that we stand behind our products, is that you can see our new cast basket. It has the X on it. That means that it's an XTR series. That way you can make sure that you can see the difference between this one and anybody else's out there. Once you see that X, you know that is XTR from Orion Car Audio, my friend. And as you mentioned, the efficiency, my friend, this one, it's up to, like I said, the customer's need. They can either play with your factory radio, okay, because the efficiency on these babies is like 99.6, okay. They don't need a lot of power to perform, okay. From your head units to these babies, they're going to be asking you for power, but they're going to perform at the best that they can from your factory unit power. Now, if you can and if you want to, of course, these babies can handle 300 RMS, okay, from any of amplifier you can add to your Jeep or truck. Okay, so you can have both worlds with these babies, either from your factory unit performance, or if you want, we can offer you an amplifier that will give you the loudest sound that you can get out of them, and you will be happy to make sure that you can play to low volume, or when you're ready to party, you can raise it up, my friend. This is it, XTR 654 Neo. You can see at Orion Car Audio everywhere.
All right, we move on from a full range driver to handle some of the lower frequencies with the subwoofer. And I can see there, I'm going to guess, I see you've mentioned those X's on the cast basket. That looks like an XTR to me. So talk to me about this new XTR. Oh, it looks like it's a shallow subwoofer.
Uh, then, of course, my friend, I give up myself before we even started. As you can see, of course, the X, I'm giving you everything in our mid-level line that is the XTR series. It's a very price point reliable line, okay, XTR. And this, my friend, we made it especially for guys at Jeeps and trucks. Orion never had it before, and they are actually ready. Okay, they're gonna be here ready for you guys to start trying on the new Orion XTR shallow woofers. Okay, they're gonna be able. You can see again everywhere that you can look up for it. You will be able to see the difference at Orion Car Audio products. There is no doubt that once you have this, everybody will know it's Orion Car Audio. Now, this baby is a 12-inch shallow subwoofer, new shallow subwoofer from Orion Car Audio. It's a 400 RMS woofers, and it can fit pretty much anywhere behind your seat, in the back of your seat, in the truck, anywhere you want to put it. They are able to fit in there, okay, with no problem. XTR shallow subwoofers, we have them in 12 inches, 10 inches, and even an 8-inch. They started at 200, 300, and 400 RMS, my friend. XTR shallow subwoofers, they have and they stand behind their name. If everybody knows about the Orion and XTR series, this one is going to be proud of what you could have in your car. Okay?
First of all, Edgar, they look fantastic. I have to say, I love the embossed logo on the cone. Again, the signature X design on the cast basket. They do look very shallow. What can you tell us about subwoofer enclosure sizes when it comes to optimizing the performance from these shallow drivers?
Good thing that you asked about it, Ben. Of course, my friend, this, like I said, very shallow but very reliable, and it's really more up to where the consumer wants to be and what they like to hear in their cars. They can start really a regular enclosure from zero point 0.8 cubic feet to about 1.1, depending on what they want to tune their boxes at. They will perform in either way, either a very sealed tight enclosure, okay, or a ported enclosure. It's up to you guys, but you can try. Once you buy the product, you're gonna get all the recommendations in your manual, and they're even gonna be on our website where we're gonna be able to teach you all of the boxes that you can use with all boxes, starting from 0.8 cubic feet to about 1.1, 1.2, according to what you like to hear.
So we've talked about drivers, we've talked about this new shallow sub. I gotta get into that beauty of an amplifier on the table. Of course, we're talking about the XTR series again, but this time as a very special one, the 1500R. Gosh, tell us about this beautiful amplifier.
I mean, of course, and as we brought all those products, we brought the chiller, we brought you the speakers, we brought you the woofers, we had to be able to give you everything that you needed so that you can compare or a full Orion system, or you can feel an Orion cardio system in your vehicle. This is the new XTR 1500.5 that is going to be able to drive any speakers and any subwoofer that you can have in your vehicle. Okay, this is actually a 1000 RMS in the four channels and a 500 RMS on the monoblock. So as you can see, you have a 250 by 4 and a 500 on the monoblock, my friend. This can drive anything starting from our shallow 12 inches a 400 RMS and our XTR 654 Neos that are 300 RMS. This little baby here can handle all of that and be happy to do it, okay? Very reliable, doesn't need a lot of power to handle it or to move it, okay? XTR 500.4, guys, look them up. Again, it's 1000 by 4 and 500 by 1. 1500.5. This is the new XTR 5 channel amplifier.
And there you go, guys, a all-in-one solution for your Jeep and truck application in an XTR package, delivering some major power. Again, no surprise there when it comes to these Orion series amplifiers. Listen, obviously, there's a lot of energy, Edgar, going into this new kind of rebrand of Orion. What can you tell us and what can we expect as we go through the season and talk about Orions and applications in all these different categories like car audio and pro and all this? What can we expect to see from Orion moving forward?
Well, as Orion looking forward, Ben, the first thing that we want to make sure that we offer the customer, it's uh, a brand or a company that is standing behind its products and behind their customers. First of all, we want to make sure that our customers are happy with our products and happy to be an Orion car audio dealer, okay? Where there's no issues, there's not a lot of things that you have to be done. All we want is a one-on-one family communication. You call me, I answer the phone, and I give you the service that you're looking for, okay? That's where Orion is going right now. This is where Orion is focusing. Okay. When it comes to the products, my friend, we have in the future many things. Okay. As I mentioned, if you saw some of the interviews before, we have on the very near future, we have a vintage product that everybody knew back in the 80s, and it's going to be available next month July the 9th, okay, we're going to be launching our new series of NT amplifiers, okay? Guys, stay tuned to look for that. I hope that you guys like what we're trying to do, and it's going to give you a little insight of where is Orion moving forward or in the near future. If we have your support, we're going to be able to offer you a lot more that we are going to show you, okay? On the other hand, we're expanding onto other different categories. Sooner, we're hoping that next year, Orion, we already have some prototypes. We're going to be launching our new marine and off-road performance products. That is where Orion is going focusing right now, and then we're hoping that this new line of products is going to catch the eyes of all the new enthusiasts on the marine and off-road products.
That was Edgar Cedeno, the general manager of Orion Car Audio, coming to us, talking to us about some key products that Orion has perfectly created for the Jeep and truck market. And we got a little insight as to what's coming down the pipe for this very exciting brand coming back from the depths of car audio and into the future. All right. If you're looking for more information on any of the products covered on today's show, make sure you hit up the link below. That is the official Orion Car Audio website. And here's my takeaway. Like anybody else who has been in car audio for quite some time, this is a brand that means something. We started in this space back when we were young. Orion was a major player with some of the other legendary brands out there. And it's just so great to see the energy that's being poured in under new management, addressing some of the concerns that have happened over the years. But I am very hopeful that we're going to see some pretty darn exciting stuff coming out of the Orion camp in the next few months, if not a year or two. On the topic of Jeeps and trucks, I think those drivers are absolutely going to pound. If they can fit everywhere, they've managed to make them really low profile so you can install them everywhere. The amplifiers, I have no doubt, absolutely pack a punch. And that new shallow sub, I would love to see you guys' thought on what that sounds like in an open air environment, especially like when you got the top down in a Jeep. But other than that, great products coming to you from Orion. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.